Hello and welcome. I am Raziel, and today we're actually talking about some miniatures today, not just lore or opinions, actual miniatures. So you get to see pictures of the models today and not some video game I happen to be currently playing at the time. So, because there's art. I don't really like the art side, so I think it's kind of played its port now, but, I might bring it back to see what happens. So, War Cradle have announced that, there are two lovely games, Armoured Clash and Dystopian Wars, are getting brand new models. The Armoured Clash are getting models for the Enlightened, and the Dystopian Wars are getting models for the Commonwealth. Now, the models for the Enlightened are really cool, and they have definitely got hit a theme here. And as you will see, you get a WoW Super Heavy Surveyor, or could be a Horsaw Super Heavy Extractor. 16 Citizen Soldier Contingent, 8 Brute Enforcer Cohort, 8 Brute Warden Cohort, 8 times Heavy Constructor Devastator Cohort, 8 Hellion Cohort, 10 Seeker Outrider Cohort, 10 Canine Gun Dogs, so you've got some good old doggos there, some good puppers, 8 Mono Cav Cohort, 8 Strider Cohort, Mars Battle Tripods. They can also be made as Demos Guardian Tripods or Phobos Assault Tripods. I see what you're doing there, War Cradle. Ah, that's quite funny. I see what you're doing there. For Europa, artillery crawlers may also be built as Enceladus, Callisto assault gatherers. So you've got mortars, crawlers, artillery crawlers, or a Callisto crawler. You get the rulebook and dice and all the other bits you need as well. Now I've got to say, let's just... I'll talk about the smaller box because they always do that too. But I've got to say, I really do like the Wells or Horsell Super Heavy vehicle. It's got that nice big spider look, which, if you play Wild West Exodus, they really do love. Because it's just something kind of creepy and weird about it. And I really think it's fantastic. I love the detail they've gone into it and how it just looks really cool. I really think it's fantastic. That's a nice looking sci-fi-esque model. It's kind of really hitting that 1950s vibe of sci-fi, if you know what I'm talking about. And I think it's really, really cool. And the Horsaw is also really cool as well, but it's got claws instead of weapons. I would say, personally, I would go, just for looks alone, I would go with the Wows. And also, Wows and Horsaw actually are part of its theme. The citizens are cool. I like them. They got their fully closed faces off. I think they look nice. They do look good. I like the new look for the average citizen soldier for the Enlightened. I think it's a lot different from what you get in Wild West Exodus, and I can't wait to see they actually come to Wild West Exodus at a bigger scale. I think they will look fantastic. The Brutes, again, nice big looking models. Covered faces again. And I've got to say, they look really cool. I like the shields on the Wardens. I do. And I think they look really nice. They look really cool. We're doing a good job here. The Devastator looks amazing. I like his little minigun or Gatling gun. And a big drill arm, like a big daddy with extra weapons. So yeah. The Hellion cohort kind of changed the backpacks. Looks really cool. I actually think that's a nice looking backpack for a change. The Hellions for Wild West Exodus look more like wings, but these look like jetpacks. I think these look better actually. I would like to see these come to Wild West Exodus. I do like the current Hellions. They look really nice, and I think these really do a good job for the Enlightened as well. And then you have the Monostriders. They look exactly like the models that you buy from Wild West Exodus. They haven't changed the design of them. I didn't think they would, except of course the drivers don't have that zombie sort of face. They have the more covered face. Canines look like robot dogs. Again, very similar to the Wild West Exodus models. I think they look good. Hold on, what was that one I think I've made a mistake. Oh, that's the Outriders. The Outriders... Yeah, sorry, I made a mistake. They're very similar. Now, the actual monocabs do actually look like them. But again, what I just said. So I should have really been reading what it said underneath. Now, this is a bit I like, because I do love a bit of War of the Worlds. It's one of my favourite books. It's the Mars Battle Tripod. Yeah, you can see this is, once again, absolutely wearing their inspiration on their sleeve. This is War of the Worlds 101, and I think it's fantastic. I love it. and the Europa artillery crawlers, like the crawlers. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, but back in the day, like a long time ago, the PS1 had a War of the Worlds game based on Jeff Wayne's musical. And this reminds me of some of the more squat from that, and I think, again, it looks really nice. Sickle gyro, I love these, very similar to the World West Exodus ones. And of course, you get your modular terrain as well. So at the moment, this looks really good. I think it's fantastic. Basically, as always, you get the smaller box, the introductory set, as always, and it's pretty much the same box, minus the big resin thing. Oh, half that box. You don't get the big resin thing, it's basically half that box. And I think, again, it looks really well. I think, again, this is something that you can sort of like go, I want to get this instead, and, you know, get two of these boxes, because you don't quite want the big resin thing. The big walker is super heavy. And yeah, I think these are always little good things, because for £45 you can start this game straight away. Now, Dystopian Wars has a Commonwealth, and it's the Polish-Lithuanian aerial support. In it, you get your Voivode class heavy ship, which you get two of those, and it can either be built as a Slakta, Kanislaw, or Jaderika, 2 Smok, 2 Commonwealth escorts, 2 Spada, SOS tokens, and a Commonwealth assault token. Now, I think that's got something to do with this book that's coming up. That is the Armoured Clash and Dystopian Wars book that's coming, which we saw in the... But yeah, these look really cool. I think these look really nice. The Slakta, I'm sorry, I'm really butchering these names, and I do apologise. It looks nice. I like these designs, and I think they look really cool. I think there's not much really I can say. As you can see, these models look absolutely fantastic. Lots of cool detail. I like the way the fins are like almost look like metallic feathers. I think that's also a really cool sci-fi look. Warcradle know exactly what they're doing. The escorts look like submarines that are flying. Yeah, absolutely fantastic bit of modelling coming from Warcradle, as you would expect from Warcradle. Warcradle are fantastic and make some great models, and I think it's absolutely brilliant to see this. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you wish to save money on your wargaming, don't forget to hit the link down below for Wayland Games, up to 20% off and free delivery after £20, and the point system with an basically extra 1% off down below as well. And of course, there is Forbidden Planet for comics, DVDs, mangas, etc. There's also... what else is there? My merchandise, comics, DVDs, mangas, comics, t-shirts, bags, etc. Comics are drawn by me, written by me, all done my work and self-published. There's also Skyforge, never get Skyforge. And finally, Patreon, because business. Bye-bye.